on the speeder. Nightmare 8-man TFB at Operator 9. What's up, Elias? I don't know. Hey, man, I don't know that everybody's here in the group. Someone was talking about not being able to get into the room. Into the operation.
Abnormal species immigrant. Operator restriction beyond this field.
It's left channel. Got it. Is it left channel? Alright, so left side mid, also left side north. Yeah, I'll try to do my last couple hits on the core to be Twin Saber throw and execute.
Infestation declined. Blue bisection of system anomaly initiated. Unexpected activation sequence initiated. Diagnosing yellow nonagon.
North 60. $46. $31. 18. 15.
Propagate deterioration beyond white parallel. Operation must resume. Safety fail-safes. Green nonagon. Gray concave. Now probable result.
$50. Yeah.
System purge. System purge. System purge. System purge. System purge. System purge.
I'm sorry. Shutdown requires administrator authority. I'm sorry. Shutdown requires administrator authority.
Bit of a taunt. little issue. They couldn't taunt because there was an orb, and so the button hitter kept getting stunned, kept getting hit. So. And then I kept getting hit there at the end and dead. I wonder if loadouts have had a knock-on effect of maybe making people less prepared for ops these days. Because it's so easy to swap to something else.
Operator restriction beyond this field. Abnormal species immigrant. Operator restriction beyond this field. Aberrant infestation decried. Will bisection of system anomaly initiated. Hyperwave cascade imminent. Shielding failed.
.58 north. .40. 28. 20. 18.
Interfacing with operator subroutines.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
nonagon. Gray concave, now pullable result.
$18.
System purge. System purge. System purge.
$60.
Predict seal failure imminent.
Shutdown
Evacuation
requires
protocol.
administrative
Fail.
authority. I'm sorry. Shutdown requires administrator authority.
Operator response timed out. Please.
Is it left first?
I feel anomalous.
Requesting purple bisector. Where am I? Operator response timed out.
Please repeat.
Hyperwave resonance approaching yellow scaling.
Adjusting.
Hyperwave
Resonance.
approaching. Operator response timed out.
Please repeat.
Hyperwave resonance approaching yellow scaling.
Adjusting.
Hyperwave
Resonance.
approaching. Operator response timed out.
Please repeat.
Hyperwave resonance approaching yellow scaling.
Adjusting.
Hyperwave
Resonance.
approaching. Operator response timed out.
Please repeat. Feel anomalous.
Requesting purple bisector. Where am I?
Back.
Operator response timed out.
Please repeat.
Hyperwave resonance approaching yellow scaling.
Adjusting.
Hyperwave
Resonance.
approaching. Operator response timed out.
Please repeat.
Hyperwave resonance approaching yellow scaling.
Adjusting.
Hyperwave.
Resonance.
Approaching. Operator response timed out.
Please repeat. I feel anomalous.
Requesting purple bisector. Where am I? Operator response timed out.
Please repeat.
Request help me. Invalid query. Resubmit.
Operator response timed out.
Please repeat.
Request help me. Invalid query. Resubmit. Failure. Adapting.
Process aborted. System failure. Adapting.
That would have been surviving for me.
Aborted.
For some reason, I'm missing Operator 9 and Kefis, but not Terror. I'm gonna just chat about orbs right now. Yeah, we're all gonna find one. Pick one. Does the red circle run out, or does everybody else run out? Because otherwise it's gonna be a problem. Okay. Well, sometimes the red circle is like, oh, I'll break left then, and the other guy thought the same thing, and then they fucking sidewinder together. Something like that, yeah. Shots? I did that right. No? Yep. Did the same thing last time. I even used stealth out. Well, I did the camo this time too, though. For science. I even went off rotation to... I even went off rotation to hit Bloodthirst on that. Making me use my stacks. Yeah, I don't know. But even after I cloaked, he still shot me 2 or 3 times. He was hitting the tower, so I don't know why the tower didn't fall, or why he didn't fall with it. Saber throw, kinda? Okay. I do not know. I'm a one trick on this class. I will just not... I can choose to not saber throw. I can choose to just go back and forth between Ravage and Battering Assault. I just assumed it was going to hit him no matter what. I can go on the inside. So they're asking about cleave on the next boss, and I'm talking about how I do have Twin Saber Throw, and if I position it incorrectly on tentacles, I could hit Terror over the course of the fight. X. No, 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 don't look at that. I was hunting orbs. No, no, I'm melee. No. Don't. Do we not have ranged? I'm thinking... I was thinking first phase, honestly. Making sure that... They were talking about sending the lowest DPS to go and hunt. I was thinking about first phase, but they were talking about... Hmm. I don't have anything... I mean, I don't have another spec that I can play yet. I'm still building up second character, Gunslinger. So I transferred this character over to the server, and only this one, and they had a Datacron and some of the gear for the other character. So at the moment, I'm a one-trick, but I'm working on it. I do not know how to play another spec. Another 4 spec. I don't know. I don't know how to play another 4 spec well yet. I have Guardian. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I did pick one already, but I just haven't learned. I haven't learned Brain Dead Guardian yet. It is. Is that a job? Job? How's it going? Thank you for the follow. This is Nightmare. So we just cleared Operator 9, and we did the first 2 bosses Wednesday. We just did second 2 bosses, or the third and fourth bosses just now, and we've got more than an hour left to go at Terror. But these have been 2 shots, and so this might not be bad. I mean, I've cleared all this before. I've got, even though I transferred this character over, I still have all of my old achievements on this one. So, I mean, I'm good. I'm missing a couple survivings right here, Operator 9 and Kefis, and then I haven't done 16-man hard, but I did, or master, but I did clear this back in the day, so. And likely on this spec. I have. I have. But slow burns. I don't mind hunting. I'll do whatever, but it'll take a minute. Okay. Okay. I don't mind. I'll give it a shot. If I don't fail, then I don't fail. Then that means I did good enough, so it's fine. Sorry that you guys aren't hearing the other side of chat. A couple of them requested to not have their voice in the stream, so that's why you guys are going to hear one side of a conversation. So I do apologize about that. Tons and tons of Watchdog and Canoth. I'm in a wing farm right now. I have wings on my main Marauder on the other server, so I'm happy there. But I'm still assisting with the wing farm. I've done some IP clears. I have not cleared Lady Dominique yet. I just haven't been in a group that's actually been doing pulls on it. So nerfed R4. I don't know. I think that might have been something as far back as last year. But it wasn't a specific to R4. It was all operations. All operations, I think, in general, got an HP decrease. So I think that might be what you're referring to. No, it was after the 7 update, after the 7.1 update, which actually brought the R4 operation in. Even after that, they went through and they lowered the HP on all operations bosses. I don't remember the specifics because last summer got weird for me. I basically had to quit for a while when I went overseas for work. Rilo hunting. I actually had wrong spec. It's arguably easier than it used to be. It used to have a really frustrating priority system where you basically had... It was too reliant on chance for building the stacks on time before Force Rain came off cooldown. Now it's not. Now it's a little bit more reliable. I want to know how to pronounce your name correctly. Job? Job? Or something else? Job it is. Thank you. Interesting. Maybe slang. Are we all looping to the anomaly in the middle? Are we all going to leap to the anomaly in the middle? Gotcha. You can't double click. Right. You can double click all day, it won't cast. Oh, the hell am I doing, Lee? Mine's next week. It wouldn't have happened on the left, but when I went out, right when I jumped out, I got slammed by the boss, and so I lost a few cooldowns trying to chase back up. Yeah, I got there. Then I got punished for it. I have a ritual. I need my ritual. Ads. More ads. Goddamn flower boss on this walkway. Oh, shit. Oh, well. Checking something. My saber throw was going out to kill it. That was the last move, and then it decided to explode. Hey, look at the left tentacle. It's like, I don't fucking want to play right now. Ooh. Can't more bugs be the good kind? Wrong stream title the whole time. One argument you can think of is there are not many examples where this actually holds, but one is before Titan 6, there's that group that everyone skips. And I think it's just because it's your responsibility to kill everything. Well, that's fine. Tag all of the enemies that you expect people to kill, and if they have killed them, enable the speeder to just instantly teleport. Still a workaround. Still solves the issue. So, you know, and yeah, good point. I mean, if there's no, like, there's a zero ad thing, then why is it not just instant? They can adjust their timers as they see fit. Yeah. Actually calculate the speeder time for each, and then just bam, it's gone, but you're there. No. I was told. Technical at 10%. Okay. No. Clip. I just put a clip in the channel. In the like, I don't have any of those moves. Hang on. So I did position myself on the inside and just stood there, and you're saying the twin saber throw still hit it? Okay, I'll just keep. I don't mind if I do my rotation well. I don't have to hit battering assault, but I should be hitting battering assault because it applies that debuff. So I'm just gonna start doing that in Ravage. Okay, I'm on Star Parse. Hmm. Am I? Hmm. I'm actually not seeing any damage from me. No, I'm on Star Parse. I did it two different ways. I did the combat log, starting from me going to terror. I did nothing except modify threat, and then on damage, it just breaks down my targets. I hit the target or the terror 16 times, but I'm assuming that for 0 damage. So I'm assuming that's first phase, just saber throw through the tentacle. For what total? What was the total damage? Was it 141k? Average of 715,000 per hit? Hmm. Hmm. All right, I'll try to remember to do battering instead, and it'll be a armor debuff on the tentacle anyway. I forgot what it do. It's free somewhere. All it does is it makes a couple moves auto crit, but eh. So the discussion going on right now is about, is Twin Saber Throw, my Twin Saber Throw, cleaving the boss on phase 2 when I'm hitting the tentacle? That's the discussion that's going on right now. So I think the call at the moment is they want me to not use it. So I think that's fine. I'm going to lose out on auto crits, but I am going to start doing Battering Assault instead, which means 7% more damage on the tentacles from all sources, from those 2 sources, so... Ours teleported on me. Our second ad on the left teleported on me. No, it was right before everything went south. He went from a few meters behind the tentacle to where the tank was standing. Yeah, that was a mess. Reinstall? Yo! Yeah, I'm Turtwig. I am the world famous PvP punching bag. I'm Turtwig. You see me out there, you guys see me in PvP, especially in arenas. Especially in arenas. I want all 4 pairs of eyes turned right on me. What's up, Frostbite? We gotta keep that going. I think Wednesday morning. I don't know if Elias is still here. We'll mess with this some more. Brutal. Ow. TSP has been good. We did 2 pulls on Operator 9, 2 pulls on Kevas. What I've been doing to help keep it even is I'll am I so... Oh, axe! Huh, I don't have to type stuck now. And I'm still messing up, but fucking target swapping on Watchmen is annoying. Oh, I was muted. I was muted. Fucking target swapping on an Annihilation sucks. It is if it's low. No, I'm surprised I'm keeping up. It's... Sometimes my stacks do really stupid things. Oh, they're gonna deviate if I'm just sitting there tunneling and someone's chasing. I noticed someone else run out of defensives at the same time I did last one on the second tentacle. Yeah. I love the slam. You guys had an anomaly thingy. That was 3 defensives. I healed just a couple ticks. I know someone like that. It's too dead anyway. That's not correct. I'm looking at my death. I wanted to see, because I popped camo, cloak, and saber ward for the fuck of it when the tentacle, or when that larva was coming to me, and it said that it killed... Well, it's... So it killed me. I wanted to see what the damage was like, though, and the value was only 28,000. Okay. Gotcha. No, I forgot about that part. Wasn't trying to get someone else dead, but I just wanted to see the value. And what's confusing me is that the value was only 28k, and I don't feel like I died. Okay. Oh, fucking God. Bowhammer, thank you very much. Welcome. Enjoy the pain. We two-shot Op9. We two-shot Kefis. We come in here and blah. Dude, let's talk Annihilation. Thought I heard Pred, so I did that. That's kid slang. Uh? I got confused twice very quickly. Okay, so that's what happened on that side. Alright, muted. Keeping up with dots. Not an issue anymore, because now we have a bit of a rotation. I can show... it'd be a little bit too complicated to show. So what you do is you go to Parsley, and, just a sec. I don't have anywhere to be until Wednesday, so... Oh, shit. I don't have anywhere to be until Wednesday, so I've got some pulls in me. Alright, I'm running as if we are, but if we aren't, then we aren't. So go to parsley.io in case you weren't familiar. Are you familiar with that already? If so, it'll cut down a little bit. Okay. I was going to say, if you guys wanted help with lockouts, or if you guys needed assistance grabbing them. Oh, yeah. You swap out a character, you swap another character in, you get to do a fresh pull on the boss, so you get surviving. And then, but your other character still has a lockout. Those were 2 pulls. Oh, I don't know how you guys get lockouts. I'm just offering. Fullhammer, are you still here? Sorry, I'm having 2 chats. They didn't want their voice to be in the stream, so I said okay. And, so you guys can't hear their voice in the stream, but I still have to have, I'm still chatting with them. So, parsley.io. You go there, you go to leaderboards. find the 10 million dummy parse, and then find either Annihilation or Watchman. Sort by this move right here. Force Rend or Force Melt. And you'll see that there's kind of a rotation now. We didn't actually have this until recently. It was less reliable. It required a different choice in the tree if you wanted to be 100% consistent. So, sort by Force Rend or Force Melt, and you'll start to see the pattern. All right, go ahead, Gust X. I don't see them. And yet, we all still lost DPS because we were out there swinging sabers on nothing. That was a last pull, all right. That was the game's fault. Game's fault. So it might take, especially if you aren't coming from old Watchmen, it might take a little bit of an explanation. If you come back in here and I'm streaming, I should be streaming most nights, and many days and even mornings. I can talk to you about how the rotation is supposed to be. There's a reason why everything where it is, but with the way things are now, it's actually pretty damn simple. It's a tunnel. It's a dummy. In fact, we're done here, so I'm gonna go find a dummy. Where do I find a dummy? I don't have Alderaan on this character. I guess I go to the fleet. So, blah, 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 blah. So I don't think you can get dummies on the flagships, can you? So, the whole thing is built around Force Rend or Force Melt. And... fuck's the dummy? Where's the dummy on the Ziost? I don't know. I barely remember where it is on the Republic ship. So, the rotation is built around making sure that you have 30 stacks of centering to activate Berserk right before Force Rend. That is 100% what you are aiming for every time. It requires us to do certain things in order to make sure that that happens. And it's doable. It's fine. You can do it. I don't know where the dummies are. Like, it's just a fucking zone. I really don't remember. So, hitting 30 stacks is accomplished by a combination of burns, of which you only need one during the entire fucking rotation. You only need one to critical, and sometimes it doesn't. It really sucks, but you only need one to critical. And then the rest of it is you doing moves that spend focus, because that will generate another the 4 stacks of centering. Hey. So at the moment, you do start with a health regen because it's building these stacks of centering. Or Fury, sorry. Fury for Marauder. And then, if you want, there's a little trick right here. If you have a second tactical, if you buy a hidden power tactical, you can start, you hit it, you hit force camo, you hit your spiteful saber to put it back on, and you build, you can start the fight with full rage right there. You don't need to do that. You don't need to stop anybody else to do it. In fact, regenerating to get your fury is actually going to take more time. But you don't have to do that. In fact, when you leap in, if you just start the fight, it's a DPS loss not to, but the smallest little bit. It's not going to matter during a boss fight. You're not going to parse better than the next guy just because you did this. It's just a thing you can do. If you don't do that, force charge, battering assault, and then start with your deadly saber, rupture, and annihilate, and then you go into the rotation. Like, there's a small opener. It's either 3 to 5. It's 3 to 5 moves depending on what it is that you're starting out with. Are you starting with no rage? It's 5 moves, or no, it's 4 moves. If you're starting with full range, it's only 3. So I'll go ahead and do it again. Let's say I'm starting with full. That just means I get to skip 1 move. You're going to leap in, hit Deadly Saber. It will not apply a burn to this hit. Singa, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And it was good raiding with you. And then you hit Rupture. That starts burning, and you will never have to hit Rupture again. It is very important to hit that, but as long as you stay on the target, you will never have to hit Rupture for the rest of the fight. 10 million parts dummy, you hit it once, and it stays on the whole time. And then you hit Annihilate. You want to start those stacks quick and start that cooldown. Then you go into the beginning of the whole rotation, which is Berserk into Force Rend, and you start from there. And there is a priority system. It's called a priority system. It's very, very close to a rotation. It really is. It only changes in a couple little ways. One is Dual Saber Throw, after the first time you use it, procced? Is it off cooldown? Did it get that buff? Because if it did, great. Your next Vicious Slash or Vicious Throw will automatically critical. That changes up a little bit, but it's either Dual Saber Throw or Ravage or Battering Assault. Those are your 3 0 rage spending fillers. And you only use one of them during the rotation. Only one. And it's up to you which one. Usually, if this one's procced, use it. Other than that, use this at least once every 45 seconds, just because you get the extra damage during the fight. Other than that, you can go into Ravage. It's fine. But you only use them once. If you use it twice, you're going to end up not having your centering stacks by the time Berserk, or by the time Force Rend comes off cooldown, which means you won't be able to hit Berserk. It's always Berserk, which is off the GCD, into Force Rend. That's the whole thing. If you do it right, and I'm going to try to do it right now, you're actually going to hit 30 stacks every time. It's easy when you're tunneling. The trick to learning the spec is to doing it on a boss fight. That's what's difficult. So Force Charge, Deadly Saber, Snipe. Thank you for the follow. I'm gonna Force Charge and then Deadly Saber, and then just do Rupture, Annihilate, and we're gonna go into the rotation. And then here's the rotation. Bam. Here. I'll hit this. Then I'll come back over here. And it's between Vicious Slash and Annihilate every time. You hit Deadly Saber at a particular point, and you'll be able to see that in the rotation. I should have hit Battering Assault there, just to get the armor debuff on. And we've got it. Force Melt came off cooldown, or Force Rend, and we had the stacks because of Berserk. Bam. Rotation starts over again. Bam. Do that. Throw that. And we're just... It's just like this. We actually have a rotation now. Is that my companion? And see, this is one of those times right here. This is one of those times. During that little window that I just had. Darth Hexed, I love you, but can you fuck off? I did not, during that window, I did not have a burn crit during that window just to give me two little bitties of centering. 2 little bits of centering. Because that did not happen, I did not hit 30 stacks during that window, which means that Berserk was not castable. No, really, I want you to stop.
At your side, darling.
When Force Rend came off cooldown. You can't fucking do anything about it. You can't do another move or anything like that that causes another one to build up. It just pushes everything back. It's a little bit of a DPS loss, but it happens. It's gonna happen pretty much every 10 million dummy parse. 10 million HP dummy parse. So, and it's gonna happen during boss fights. Boss fights gets really weird, especially during target swaps, but we have a rotation now. So, once you do, you leap in, you hit Deadly Saber into, because that's going to give you the 3 charges of burn. It's going to use 1 up on Rupture, which you don't ever have to do again, as long as you stay on target. It's going to use a second 1 up on Annihilate. And then the reason why we do it right then is because when you hit Berserk into Force Rend, that's not a physical move. So those 2 stacks now that the Deadly Saber applied, they get to burn an additional tick. Then you hit Vicious Slash. It puts the 3rd one on. So you get what's called an additional natural tick of Deadly Saber. And that just stretches out the damage that it deals because you spend an extra tick at 2 stacks, then you refresh it to 3. If you hit Deadly Saber too early, you're going to do 3 melee moves in a row. And that's just going to be 1 tick, 2 tick, 3 tick, and it's going to have 1 less tick overall. You want that extra tick at 2 stacks, and that's just going to buff. It's not the biggest increase, but it's the way to do it. And you're doing target swapping on a boss. A good way to make sure that you know when to hit Deadly Saber is if you have enough focus, or I'm sorry, it's not focus, it's rage. If you have enough rage to do your 2 melee hits, even if it's something like Rupture and Smash, if you have to, because those are cheap. Those are only 2 focus. Sorry, 2 rage. But not Smash, because that one doesn't count, because that doesn't actually hit the damn target. If you have enough rage to do 2 melee hits, and you have 18 stacks of centering of rage, what the fuck the other one? Can't do that while fighting. Why am I fighting? If you have 18 stacks, that's when you can activate it and then get back into things. So, am I lost again? Did it put me on the other deck? What is this game? What is this game? So I'm going to go Parsian. So I just didn't hit 30 stacks during that. And because of that, it pushed things back. I had to hit another move. The reason why that can become dangerous is because it's possible that during that attempt, you will actually have used up all of your rage, because this is kind of rage heavy during the rotation. And if that happens, it might push you back twice and you don't even realize it. You have to use battering assault or in the grossest, you will puke on your keyboard of situations, hit assault in order to generate 2 rage to throw on at minimum another rupture to be to hit that 30 stacks. Because to build stacks, you have to either hit critical burns, or you have to use a rage spending move. I thought it was more to it as far as a rotation. Not anymore. Not anymore. And that's really good.
Save some for me.
It used to be nastier, and it used to be where there was a bit of a discussion when it came to which tacticals to use. Now it's generally agreed upon that you want Berserker's Call and Dispatcher. Guy, I just hit this. I'm just trying to show rotation. I'm going to hit the other guy. Now you generally, it's just Berserker's Call and Dispatchers. If you're doing another one, then you're doing some fuckery. And that's fine. You can do some fuckery, but it means that you're intentionally trying to do something different. But there was another move inside the combat style, and I think it was this one right here, where... which one was it? Oh, are we stuck in Bleeding Center? Did I pick wrong? No, this is correct. This is correct. So there used to be a choice in this tree that people were discussing, but we've had a couple updates since 7.0 launched, and it's caused what is right now an actual rotation that we can use. And so when you watch my centering over here, I keep saying centering, it's Fury, whatever. Every time I do a move that uses Rage, which is either going to be Vicious Slash or Annihilate, see you later, then generally, once you get into execute range, you have Vicious Throw that's going to come into play. And then, in addition, if you ever find yourself a little bit low on Rage during a rotation, it's okay to hit Rupture, which is only, just because it spends less focus, or Smash, depending on the situation. But it's generally between Vicious Slash, it's Annihilate if it's off cooldown, and then Vicious Slash if it's not. And you do those, and it builds force centering every time. And if you do it correctly, you will have 30 stacks to hit Berserk Force Rend. So that's what the rotation looks like these days. I am still learning, even on a 10 million, and I'm not applying the debuffs or anything like that. Even on a 10 million parse dummy, I'm still messing up at least once. And there's also the time where you just don't get a critical burn during the rotation, and therefore you end up getting pushed back a little bit. So, Rupture once, Annihilate, and then bam. That into that. That was that free move. The second move after this is always the free move. Deadly Saber. 2 moves before this. And look at that, 28 stacks. I did not critical during that window, so I only had 28 stacks. Because of that, I could not cast Berserk when Force Rend was off cooldown, so I could not slide right into that. So there was a perfect example. The very first rotation cycle, I did not hit 30 stacks because I didn't have a critical burn. Now you see I did now, because eventually a burn critical, but you're not going to sit there and wait for a burn to critical. You need to spend another rage spending move to get there. So there's another example. That shit can just happen. So I start with this. Again, doing this saves you not having to hit Battering Assault. And it's arguable, especially in 16-man, and there's not another Marauder there. Fucking don't do this. Hit Battering Assault. It applies an armor debuff. I will show you guys where. Right there. Level 51. In addition, Annihilate makes its target assailable for 45 seconds. Assailable targets take 7% more elemental and internal damage. So it's arguable you want to have that in your rotation anyway. So starting a fight with it, not a bad thing. Can I play with you? Sorry, I don't. But for right here, it helps me get into the rotation quicker. So Force Charge, Deadly Saber, Rupture, Annihilate, and then bam. Berserk into Force Rend, Slash, or Vicious Slash, Dual Saber Throw, Vicious Slash, Vicious Slash, Vicious Slash, Deadly Saber, Vicious Slash, Vicious Slash, bam. These two again, Annihilate, Ravage, because it's another free one, Vicious Slash, Vicious Slash, Vicious Slash, Deadly Saber, Vicious Slash, Vicious Slash. It's a lot of that. Like, people are gonna think you're playing your damn spec wrong if they don't know how to play it also. Because you're just like, it's the same fucking move over and over again. Slide down. Bam. Free move battering. Vicious Slash. Vicious Slash. Hey, Annihilate's off cooldown. Deadly Saber. Vicious Slash. Vicious Slash. Stacks. Bam. This is actually working out. My burns are critting. Delayed a little bit on that one. Vicious Slash. Vicious Slash. Deadly Saber. Vicious Slash. Vicious Slash. 30 stacks. Berserk into Force Rend every time. Annihilate was off cooldown. Free move. Dual Saber Throw. Vicious Slash. Vicious Slash. Vicious Slash. Deadly Saber. Vicious Slash. Annihilate's off cooldown. Bam. That's why you want to sort by Force Rend when you're looking at the rotation. You're going to see, when you do that in Parsley, you're going to see Berserk sitting on top of Force Rend. That just means it was done off the global cooldown because you can do that. And you always do that. And so you'll see that after Force Rend, if Annihilate is off cooldown, Annihilate is hit. If it's not, Vicious Slash is hit. The second move after Force Rend is going to be a free move, a one that does not cost Rage. Priority is a procced Dual Saber Throw. Second priority is probably still Dual Saber Throw, because it makes your next Vicious Slash or Vicious Throw critical. After that, it depends on how recently you use Battering Assault, but there's a little nuance to it. There's a little bit of a nuance, and that is if, even after hitting Berserk Force Rend, you have less than 10 Rage, or sometimes even just 10 Rage, because this refills your Rage. It doesn't refill your Rage, but it gives you a bunch. If you have definitely under 10, but sometimes 10 Rage, hit Battering Assault. It's much more important that you have enough Rage to make sure that you can make it through your Rage spending moves to the next Berserk than it is to get a little bit extra damage by instead hitting, say, Ravage. So that's where little nuances can come in. Are you a little bit low on Rage when you're looking for that free move? Well, then don't go back and forth between these two, Dual Saber Throw and Ravage. Hit that Battering Assault. And you want to do it once every 45 seconds anyway. So that second move after Force Rend is going to be a free move. Dual Saber Throw does have a chance to give you a Rage back. Or a Rage. Don't fucking rely on that. That's not a guarantee. It's only a 30% chance anyway. We do not rely on that in our rotation. It doesn't factor in at all. So when you see that, when you're looking through the tree and stuff, don't pay attention to it. So you'll hit Annihilate off cool after the Force Rend. It's Annihilate if it's off cooldown. If not, you hit Vicious Slash, and then it's the free move. Generally, one of these two. Work in a Battering Assault, low on Rage, and/or once every 45 seconds. Dual Saber Throw is priority, even if not procced, because it will make the next one of these, which is likely going to be the next hit, critical. When you drop down into execute range real quick, let's just knock Vicious Throw out. Generally, you do not want this. This kind of fills the same sort of slots that Vicious Slash and Annihilate does, because it costs you Rage. It's going to generate centering. However, in general, if you're going to use Dual Saber Throw as your free move on that second slot, save Vicious Throw. There are times where Vicious Throw will be sitting off cooldown, and that's okay. Because you want that auto crit. So if you know that your next move, your next free move, whether it's after an Annihilate or after a Vicious Slash, is Dual Saber Throw, save the Vicious Slash, or Vicious Throw, and then do that as your next full one. And then after that point, it's only 2 moves after Force Rend that you use one of these free ones. After that, it's all about these rage spending ones so that you can build those stacks. Deadly Saber is going to come off cooldown. It has the same cooldown as Force Rend. Same cooldown. Now, if you hit your Alacrity correctly, it's 11.2 seconds. That means it's off global cooldown. It's a little funky. It can come off cooldown slightly before you need it to. Be careful not to do it. So generally, I look at Force Rend. If it's got less than 3 seconds on its cooldown, then I'll hit Deadly Saber. Again, you can also look for 18 stacks of Fury or a Centering. That's when you activate Deadly Saber because that's the sweet spot. It needs to be 2 moves exactly before you're going to hit your Force Rend, your Berserk into Force Rend. That times it correctly for the maximum damage. So when you look at the rotation, I'm about to jump in and do some more pulls. You'll see Deadly Saber. I'm going to use it, and this is going to be right below 3 seconds when I use it, just about every time. That's going to give me a Deadly Saber on 2, 0 or 1 annihilates, and then 1 or 2 vicious slashes. And that's going to get 2 stacks onto the target. And then I'm going to hit Berserk into Force Rend, and we'll get another tick before we hit the next actual physical move. And that's another reason why that might be another reason why you don't hit the free move. The free move, you need to wait till the second one after Force Rend, not the first one. That might be part of the reason. So watch the application of Deadly Saber. Here into here. Hit that. Hit the free move. Then we're just going to Vicious Slash, Vicious Slash. That came off early. Did not use it. Vicious Slash, Vicious Slash. I did it before 2 moves. I don't care that this proc. I don't care. It's not the time to cast it. This came off when this was under 3 seconds. This into this. Now we're back into this. This is going to come off early. I'm not going to hit it. I'm going to wait until it's 2, 1, 2. Then this. And I just did that wrong. I just did the free move after the Force Rend. That was wrong. So look at the rotations. You'll see that it looks very uniform. Very uniform. You'll notice that every 3 rotations, I think it's 3 rotations, 3 or 4, you're going to get Berserk into Force Rend and then immediately Annihilate. That's the sweet spot of the rotation because what happens is Annihilate will then come off cooldown 1 hit before you hit that 30 stacks of centering. So that is a 2 Annihilate window. Those are sweet. If you can pick and choose when you're going to cast it or use an Adrenal, then that's the time to do it because it's just a little bit more damage within that window. So, but other than that, it's normally 1 Annihilate per window. So, that's that. That's the nutshell. Once you get decent parses on a dummy, then bringing it into a boss fight is going to start to play with you. In general, you can consider this a spec that kind of doesn't care about the enemy. If you need to reapply Rupture in order to make sure that that debuff, that burn, is permanently on the boss, then do so. But other than that, it's all about your stacks. So, what stacks, your stacks of centering, how much rage do you have, that kind of determines where you are in the rotation. So in general, when you're going around from target to target, you can kind of just do the next hit in the rotation. It may cause things to come off cooldown a little bit sooner, but don't hit them early. You just go into the next spot in the rotation. You'll learn the little nuances where you can cheat that here and there, but that's it. So, yeah. Thank you for coming in here and getting me to chat about the spec for a while. That was made some time after the raid was over. So, thank you very much for that. this guy? And thank you guys for the new follows today. I will see you guys likely tomorrow. So, see you later.